What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Gloss Garage, where we make detailing simple. My name is Sak, and today I have something special for you all. So pretty much here today, I am going to be doing a quick, thorough review on my thoughts on TPR from Labocosmetica. Now, pretty much this is, obviously you all know, it's pretty much a new product at the moment from Labocosmetica. It probably came out about a year and a half ago. And I am going to show you my process on how I ended up finding out which works best for us. So all in all, what you really want to do is make sure you prep the surface. Now, prepping the surface is the most important thing. You can use whatever all-purpose cleaner you want or degreaser. And what I ended up using was various from Labocosmetica here, which is their all-purpose cleaner. And then from there, we deep clean everything. And this is all the stuff that ended up coming out of the plastic. So this is why you want to deep clean everything to make sure we have proper bondage of the product onto the plastic. Now, second thing, after we're done with that, we ended up using panel prep. We ended up using Peleus panel prep, and we panel prep the entire plastics as well, just to make sure it adhere perfectly onto the surface. And we like to wait about 15 minutes so that way the plastic actually, or not the plastic, but the panel prep evaporates from the plastic, so that way it bonds better onto the substrate. Oops, almost kicked that there. Now, next up is what comes in the box. So this is just a quick rundown. It's important if, say, you're a DIYer and this is your first time using it. So pretty much inside the box just comes a pair of gloves and also a foam block and applicators, and that is pretty much it. And then a couple of other miscellaneous items in there like stickers. So it's not really important for this video. So what I like to use is, obviously you all see me all the time, I like to use the auto fiber applicators. And here I will show you on how I end up using it. Now, this applicator we've been using already on the videos, and we use this on multiple vehicles, and we are going to apply TPR. As you can see, we only have halfway there of TPR left, and we've applied this. As I said, this is going to be pretty much our third time, and this has a lot of plastic. So when you're first using this, you want to prime your applicator, and you want to use, say 10-15 drops. Just make sure you saturate the pad the first time, so that way you have it all primed and ready to go. Now here I do have a 50-50 tape line, so that way all of you can see on the results once we are done. So now I am going to apply, which is super easy, super simple. You are just going to apply right here onto the surface. Just a very easy product to apply. As you can see, we're not, worried about streaks, none of that stuff, because we already prepped the surface. And the second thing that is very important as well is that this doesn't have a dye in it whatsoever. So as you can see, even if it gets on the paint, it is clear. But one thing to make sure, it is a ceramic coating, and you don't want to put any coating on the paint or leave excess coating, because then you probably get a high spot or rainbow spot, which is not fun to use or buff off. So that is pretty much it. Now from here, typically you want to wait about 1 to 2 minutes to buff off, but in here it is pretty warm. It's a little bit humid, so we are going to buff it off right away, so you can see the immediate results on what's going to happen with TPR right here. And just quick and easy, give it another 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Grab your microfiber of choice, doesn't have to be the most expensive, and just buff it off, right? You could be a little rough, you could do whatever you want. Just make sure that, you just buff off the extra product, go around the edges, even though it's not dyed. Trim Restorer, guess what? It is pretty much still a ceramic coating at the end of the day, and you can leave a high spot. Now I am going to remove the 50-50 tape line, and hopefully you all can see that drastic difference. It pretty much looks almost like factory. Look at that 50-50. So here we restored it. It is protected. It does have some hydrophobic properties. And then over here on the right, it's all opaque, oxidized, dull, you name it, that's where it's at. And that is easy, and how quick and simple this product is. Now, again, I'm doing all of this in one take, so this way all of you can see. So pretty much, what are my thoughts on TPR? So Initially, this is our third time using it, and it is very easy, very simple. As you saw, quick 1, 2, 3. Once you prep the surface, prep is key. Now the second thing as well is, for a tip, you don't want to apply this in direct sunlight. And the only reason why I say you don't want to apply this in direct sunlight is because, again, on a hot plastic, you may leave a little bit of streaking, and that's not something that you want to deal with. And also the second tip as well is also, you don't need an expensive towel. This is one from Costco. These are your throwaway towels. Just get ready to throw it away. And then also for tip number 3 is what is the longevity of TPR? What is the longevity of this product? Now, Labocosmetica claims that it can last 2 years or 20,000 miles, depending on which one comes first. But I like to be in a rule of thumb that maintenance is key, and it is always key, because if you're gonna abuse it, leave it in the sun, it's gonna be abused in the sun, sit outside 24/7, it will dull out after time. Now, one thing that I must claim is, yes, this does not have a dye, and it looks pretty good and pretty awesome. Only time will tell on how long this will actually last, and with 3 vehicles that we applied it, we will see on how long this product will last. But so far, as my initial impressions, very easy to use, amazing results, TPR, and that's it. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and other than that, I will see you guys on the next one.